At least 219 people were killed. Over 93 people are listed as missing after devastating floods ravaged southeastern Spain over a week ago. People are still battling with the aftermath of what is said to be one of the deadliest flooding to hit Spain in its modern history. The hardest hit is Valencia region. It is still engaged in extensive search efforts for missing individuals. Spanish army divers have stated that they will continue their operations for as long as it takes to locate those unaccounted for after the disaster.
Honestly, as long as it takes, as long as the daylight allows us, and tomorrow we will continue with the work.
Rescue efforts in the severely affected have become complicated due to the extensive flooding that is making access difficult for emergency responders. As floodwaters rose rapidly, many victims found themselves trapped in their vehicles or homes.
Mainly here in the environment, the main difficulty is the visibility. The visibility and all the objects, because of course, all that brings a lot of material from the streets and what has been sweeping in the city. A mixture of debris which we find under the water, and as we are not able to see through the water, the difficulty of access, especially to vehicles and others.
As relief and rescue operations continue, the Spanish police are actively collecting DNA samples from family members of missing persons to aid in identification efforts. Authorities have confirmed that 62 bodies remain unidentified amidst the recovery operations. And meanwhile, in the eastern Porta region, volunteer veterinarians are stepping up to treat pets affected by the recent floods as diseases spread among the mud-filled streets. The flooding has created hazardous conditions, leading to concerns about the health of animals exposed to contaminated water. In response to the dire situation, some dog owners have begun carrying their furry companions as they navigate through the muddy streets, aiming to prevent them from ingesting polluted water. Now, in light of these tragic events, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has announced a relief package aimed at aiding victims. It includes direct payments to those whose homes were damaged. The situation remains critical as authorities continue their search and recovery operations amidst ongoing scrutiny regarding the preparedness and response to the flooding disaster in the country.